Alright, so we're going into game one of grand finals between, let me change the names because it is not Zapdos and Liyrex, it is Denkou. Ooh, okay, so getting into the game. We see the Smashville pick from, I believe, Denkou. He's up some percent, but if he's able to capitalize on punishing the hard read attempts from Liyrex, he'll be relatively caught up because this is not too out of the wow. As I say that, Liyrex, of course, killing him off the side with a sweet spotted forward air. So now all Liyrex has to do is something incredibly easy with Roy, and that is just inflict percent. But Denkou, of course, is going to do his best to make sure he does not get that. And Tipper Force Smash, of course, will do that. So we have a 45% deficit, 54 now. And it's dangerous against Roy because Roy can kill so incredibly early. But Denkou and Corrin, of course, both. Denkou has the playstyle to do well enough to be able to bring this back, and Corrin has the range that, unfortunately, Roy lacks. But Riley is definitely not letting up on the pressure, which is what he needs to do. He needs to keep going at Denkou before he can, he's able to like fully reset himself and get back into the mindset of neutral, keep him out. And as I say that, it seems like Denkou is getting more and more comfortable with this. No punish on the jump, but a weak punish on the side, on the up B. Good charge from Denkou. And the side B sweet spot taking game one. Incredible, incredible stuff. Going into game two, I heard a Lilat ban from Denkou, and it looks we're having the run back on to Smashville. And it's obvious to know why. Liyrex, of course, excelled when he was on this stage, so he wouldn't want to change that. 23% lead, 33 now, but every percent does count because this character is someone who can kill you very quickly. But Denkou is definitely making it more of a challenge and fully charging that neutral beak, doing a lot of damage to that shield. These players both showing why they're of such a high caliber. And Denkou, of course, Denkou went for the side B sweet spot at ledge. He loves the 2-frame. Ooh, the side B almost killing Denkou off the right. Up smash does not take it. Ooh, if he would have countered onto the, if that would have been a counter on the chomp itself, I think that would have been a kill. But unfortunately, it was not a very charged projectile. These players are doing an incredible job of keeping their shields to a point where they're not going to break, but they come incredibly close. Ooh, the perfect shield, and he goes for, I assume, the stage spike. Slightly unsafe down airing onto the shield, but no punish on the up B, surprisingly. And then Dragon Ball Z. So, good reset of the stocks. It was in Denkou's favor because he was a higher percent. Ooh, good pivot grab. Denkou doing what Corrin does best, and that is aerial chains. Liyrex is definitely not making it easy on Denkou, though. He's trying to just run around as much as he can, run on top of him, just go as fast as he possibly could. The forward smash taking the game, incredible spacing. So at this point in the set, with I forgot to add who's in winners and who's in losers.
You reversed me on me before. You can do it again. Believe in you.
So, game 3. We are going back to Smash. It did not work for Liyrex the last time, but maybe this will have different a different outcome. Liyrex is definitely a player that excels when the pressure's on, and he is in losers. He's an incredibly clutch player when it comes to that. Both players just trading blows back and forth, but unfortunately, Roy just does more damage. The B reversal and the neutral B almost taking out the shield.
Are you becoming me? Yes.
And then Denkou cashes in one of his own SD coins. Ooh. Goes for the Ken combo, but does not get it. Almost breaking that shield. Oh, me too. So Liyrex just needs to make sure that he finishes the stock with some more percent, and this game looks to be pretty well in his favor. But you can never count George out. He does an incredible job of controlling space and making you make options where you are put into, die or get a lot of percent. Ooh, and the counter.
Yep.
So, Liyrex is Liyrex. Oh Lord, it is late in the night. But Liyrex is at roughly 70% advantage. So all he needs to do is just play safe and look for options that will kill without putting it at too much of a disadvantage. And he misses the punish on the uppy, which is super unfortunate. Ooh, the up tilt is not going to take it. Incredible DI from Denkou. Oof. Not the best punish for the down smash. That was an incredible punish. So, game 3 going to Liyrex. So, it's 2-1. The set stock is 2-1 in Denkou's favor. All he has to do is pick a stage that's at his advantage, where he knows he can perform as well as he needs to. So game 4, we are going to Town and City, and he is catching him in a nearly 30% tilt chain. We're back to neutral now after, the 26, basically 26 free percent. But Liyrex is answering back rather quickly with his own 22. Both players just throwing out aerials, trying to catch the other, put them in a situation where they can take advantage of their incredible kill options. Denkou going for the down smash off of that. I don't know if it was the best option, but it was definitely a decent option. And Liyrex killing off of the side with that sweet spotted forward air. It is an incredible move. It's surprising with how hard that can hit at later percents. holding shield a little too long. I think that made Denkou antsy, hoping to get the shield break. Shielding the entirety of the down air. Oh, the counter on the projectile hit of neutral B. Almost taking the stock with the kick of the pin. And nope. Liyrex is of course living from that. He's a much better player than to die from that. So Liyrex is definitely done. Ooh, that forward air was incredible. Maybe not the best option for Denkou to charge out there, but not something to get tied up on now. It's time to go into game 5. Think about what Liyrex can do to take this to set number 2 and what Denkou can do to seal this and take home the win. So we're going back to Town and City. And he goes for the neutral air into down tilt chain again. Not getting quite as much percentage off it as he did last time. And Liyrex answering back the same way he did last game. Liyrex is definitely playing like a much different player than he was in the first 2 games. He is taking things as far as they can go and playing incredibly well. But he held his jump that entire time. That's amazing, actually. Showing that he has incredible nerves even at this point of the game. Both players are at kill percent. Ooh, that was very close to not making it back. And he goes for the pin at ledge, hoping to kill him with the kick, but he does not. And it looks like Liyrex was going for the trump there. And kind of booped him on the head and fell and hit his shield. And that was a GameStop trade if I've ever seen one. Goes for the 2-frame with a down tilt. He's playing incredibly safe now that he's on his last stock. He doesn't want to do anything too risky, and I personally don't blame him. This is a very intense point in the set count. And the punish was... It was okay. But up throw will take it, and Denkou living to an incredible 180%. But he has that 50% advantage onto Liyrex. So all he needs to do is just take it easy, and this game should be a pretty simple kind of thing, you know? Both players just kind of taking what hits they can get, not taking anything too far in case they overextend and get punished off it. Goes for the 2-frame, but is a little late. Holds down smash. I don't know if that was the best option. But not much punish from it, so he's alright. These falling neutral airs are getting Denkou a lot of mileage, actually. Up B almost takes him off the side, and he misses with his up B.
Good games, man.
And Denkou is our tournament winner. Good games.